Hello and welcome to Leaders of Tomorrow, India's only daily television platform for small businesses. We bring you the right information to empower you, the SME entrepreneur. Tonight on the show, two small giants. First up is Sleepycat, and on the other side of a break is Upcycler's Lab. If we were to ask you what the biggest challenge is when it comes to buying a mattress, chances are you would talk about the physical aspect or the logistics aspect of actually buying a mattress. To overcome just that and innovating in the mattress industry is our first small giant tonight, Sleepycat, which ensures that you get your mattress in a convenient boxed-up form. Tanya Dubey travelled to their factory to understand really what they're doing differently. Take a look.
The Indian mattress market is $3 billion worth, out of which 30% is catered to by the organized players. The market is growing at 10 to 15% rate annually, even as millennials like me are moving cities and are looking to buy a mattress online. Sleepycat is India's first box mattress company that is trying to solve this problem and make the process of mattress buying much easier. I'm at the Sleepycat facility where we will find out how this mattress is out of the box.
Sleepycat mattress comes compressed, rolled and shipped straight to your door in a box that is a convenient solution to the overwhelming mattress shopping experience. The concept first originated in America and is disrupting the industry all over the world. The company gives a 30-night free trial to all its buyers, which means you can decide if their memory foam mattress is suiting your sleep. We spoke with Kabir Siddiq, founder and CEO Sleepycat, to discuss how the mattress market has grown in the past few years and what the future holds for their unique product.
Lovely to have you on the show, Kabir.
Thank you.
I'd love to understand, the concept of a box mattress company in India is very unique. If you can tell me your journey so far.
So it's actually a very disruptive model to the current mattress industry, because as you may know it's very difficult to buy a mattress these days. There's so many choices, people don't understand what's inside a mattress, and moreover it's very expensive to sell a mattress because everyone in the chain requires a massive margin, or a dealer, a distributor, and to sell such a big item, people really have to mark up the prices. So knowing the problem that existed in the market, we wanted to introduce something which is very easy, convenient, affordable, and simplify the product. So simply you go onto our website, you have one mattress, not many combinations of mattress. You just choose the size you require and we simply ship it to you anywhere in India in a small box. And being able to ship it in a small box makes us avoid all the middlemen that inflate the cost of a mattress. So simply we are better, we are cheaper, we ship it to you faster in like 5 days. If you don't like it, you can return the product as well. So it's very easy now to sell mattresses directly online to a consumer, which was otherwise not possible.
The Indian mattress market is worth $3 billion currently, and it's growing at a 10 to 15% rate. I'd love to understand what percentage of that or what part of that is the online mattress market in India.
It's a great question actually, because everything now is moving online and everything has to be disrupted at some point. The mattress industry has been lying in its nascent stage and not being disrupted at all. And we wanted to make it possible for people now to even shop for mattresses online. Also, with the growing demand of e-commerce and the reach of all these marketplaces, it makes it easier for us to reach consumers in every nook and corner of India as well. Recently, it's been growing very rapidly. When we started, it was around only 2 to 3%. Now, at least 8% is captured by the online mattress market industry overall. And everything is growing fast from the unorganized sector to the organized sector, and the organized sector is being pulled further into the online market space.
When you launched last year in August 2017 with Amazon Launchpad, I think it gave you a great platform when you started. Can you tell us how that helped you and your group?
Yeah, absolutely. So we always wanted to start small and learn from our early adopters. And Amazon Launchpad is a very innovative program that allows young startups which have a good idea to come, and they help you on their platform to at least, how to build your database, how to showcase your product on Amazon. So that helped us because they guided us a little bit, and even though we were probably on the 400th or 500th page on the mattress, on the category, we were still being noticed because they helped us to tell us how we should showcase our product. And because of that, we were able to learn and sell a few mattresses with their guidance, and then based on that, we had a proof of concept, and then we took it forward.
Great. So I'd love to understand your marketing strategy and how does it give you a competitive edge in the market?
So we concentrate a lot on the consumer. We get data from them. We understand what they require. Everything we build is to make it better, to give them a better service, a better delivery. So our marketing is also related to, I would say, our honest brand which we have, the product, the pricing. Once we build that and we understand from our consumers what they require, we keep marketing it in the same way, and we let the consumers speak for us, and that helps us grow into a brand that people come back to, that they understand that they're reliable and they want the next sleep product which comes forward from it.
Great. So who would you consider your competitors in the market?
So we do have a few competitors now. When we launched, we were the first India's mattress in a box, but understanding the entire online space, all mattress companies probably have to shift onto that space because that's a very disruptive model. And if they don't, then the traditional mattress industry is still thriving, but it is a better proposition and you have more reach through the online channels. So though they exist, I feel it's easier to kind of have a competitive advantage right now because we started off first, as well as we are a grown, reliable brand now with an honest product.
Mattress in a box, gives you a lot of logistical advantages. I'd love to understand how does that affect your costing, and does that help you save a lot as a company in the future?
Oh, absolutely. Save a lot on time, I would say first, because for a consumer that matters the most. And on cost as well, we save a lot on cost because any product that is being shipped requires a certain amount of, they charge you on volumetric weight, but being able to ship it in small boxes, we really save on cost and timeline for a consumer.
It's very interesting to talk about the mattress industry, but I'd love to understand, are people investing in this area? Are you raising funds?
So the great part about our industry is that now we are a direct-to-consumer brand. We are not just selling mattresses, but we are building a brand which is a resource for sleep solutions. And it's a very hot market because we are a very disruptive model to the current industry. And you could say, or you could talk about us as like an Uber for mattresses, of how we are disrupting the entire traditional industry that exists. So it is definitely very interesting because we kind of become in between a tech and a consumer brand together because we are an online company. So and there have been now some companies that are getting funded, and we're also in the process of raising funds, and we have a lot of interest from VCs as well, and we hope to maybe have some funding done in the next year.
Who is your customer demographic? Are you seeing a lot of people from the metros? Are you seeing a lot of people who are migrating to the cities that are going to be your consumers, or are you seeing a lot of people who are already there? I'd love to understand more.
Yeah, that's a great question actually, because to answer that simply, it's like 65% of the population of India now is under the age of 34. These are the people who are wanting better sleep, wanting to invest in a better product. Before this, people used to spend money on let me buy a good TV, let me buy a good sofa. But people didn't realize that, you spend a third of your life on the mattress. They need to invest in better sleep. People are now realizing that. And now when they're realizing they need to spend on a better quality product or a mattress, they understand that the offline industry offers that at 3 times the price. And they are the ones who are savvy to buying things online. So when they come online, they see Sleepycat, they see the price it has, they see the product itself. They're like, why not? It's free delivery, it's so cheap, it's better than everything else. If I don't like it, I can still return it. So they're the ones who are coming online and buying it. They're the ones who are shopping on Amazon, on Flipkart, and on these marketplaces. And they make it easier for us also. And it's mostly these people who are moving to Pune for college, or Hyderabad for a job, or Bangalore for an IT job. Great. They're the ones who are reaching out to us.
If it's a gel foam mattress, how do you think that gives you an advantage compared to traditional mattresses?
Absolutely. So what gel memory foam does is that memory foam generates a little bit of heat while you sleep on it because it has to adapt to your body. So gel memory foam helps reduce the amount of heat that's generated, which is very important in a climate, like in India, where the climate is really hot. And our mattress itself, other than the gel memory foam, which is orthopedic in nature, it also has a base support foam, which is very good for structure and durability. and the entire mattress is wrapped with a zipper cover, which is very good for hygiene, and an inner netted cover, which also increases the breathability and airflow. So we've taken the best of everything and put it into one product, which is value for a consumer.
Great. So I'd love to understand your future plans.
Absolutely. So we are only like around 1 year, 3 months old. And our idea is to probably become a sleep solutions company, you know, offer a perfect product in like, let's say a pillow or a bed base or a duvet or mattresses, and be that one-stop solution for customers and their reliable source for any sleep product. So it is our aim to grow into a sleep solutions company and grow maybe online and then even explore the offline market if need be.
Great. Because you're an online company, I'd love to understand how are you appealing to the tier 2 and tier 3 markets? Are people buying online from these markets?
So again, the marketplaces that exist make it much easier for us to reach everyone now, tier 2, tier 3, and the confidence of these buyers in tier 2 and tier 3 cities have really grown because they're understanding how much more is available online and how many more people are using it. And also having a sort of box packaging allows us to reach them much easier through logistic channels, which was otherwise not possible.
Great. Lovely talking to you, Kabir. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Time for a break. When we come back, Upcycler's Lab is in focus. Just stay tuned. Welcome back. You're with us here on Leaders of Tomorrow, and tonight our second small giant is Upcycler's Lab. Our second small giant tonight is Upcycler's Lab, a company that's innovating, designing sustainable tools for kids, particularly around environmental themes, especially where waste management is concerned, trying to change behavior and behavioral trends around this topic. Sreya Sarbadhikari caught up with Upcycler's Lab to understand how they're innovating and what the market really is when it comes to this very niche segment. Take a listen.
Inspired by the Finnish education system, Amishi Parasrapuria introduces Upcycler's Lab to make sustainability-based learning tools for children between the age of 2 and 9.
This concept is something very different, and I think if we train them at a very young age, then it really helps them when they grow. And I think he loves it. It's quite entertaining, and I think it's perfect for his age group.
I have a 4-year-old son, and her board games actually are very enriching for him because they talk a lot about sustainability. And when we talk about sustainability, it's not about my generation, but it is a lot more generations to come around. And that's why her games, it's not just basic board games, it's more about interaction. It's about the whole environmental culture that is around us, which is again the need of the hour.
The company's approach is to equip children to solve environmental problems of tomorrow.
With these board games, it's something that is fun. You learn, and every time you don't learn the same thing. Like you learn different say waste segregation, you learn ocean conservation. In ocean conservation also, you just don't learn about waste in the ocean, but what the real problems we are facing are.
These eco-friendly board games are serving as educational tools to aid school learning through hands-on activities and product-based learning. The vision is to change the mindset and behavior in kids from an early age.
Amishi, thank you so much for talking to us. Let me start by asking you, how did you come up with the idea for a sustainable board game for kids?
In 2018, February was when we launched Upcycler's Lab. And what we basically wanted to do was create learning tools in the form of board games, like you mentioned, puzzles, storybooks, a different variety of tools like that would help students understand sustainability through play. So we have various concepts under that as well. We do water conservation, waste segregation, things like that. And we draw linkages between these through our games. We've also developed programs, so we also deploy programs in schools and things like that. And this is how Upcycler's Lab essentially came about. This is how we thought of making a play-based product that is exciting for children.
Well, under the umbrella of Upcycler's Lab, you generate revenue from 3 branches. What can you tell us about it?
Sure. So we realized early on that we don't want to be just an education or company, because our vision and our goal is not education. Our vision and goal is to create mindset and behavior around the environment, which is why we realized early on that we have to be a sustainability company. We can't just focus on early education. So of course, one of the revenue streams is early education, where we work with children 2 to 9. We deploy our programs and we sell our products to both schools as well as individuals. And that is one revenue stream. So we have, of course, the services part, which is the workshops and longer term programs, which is the second revenue stream. So we have products, we have programs and services. And the last revenue stream that we are working on right now is content. So we've just started with the content bit, and we've gotten a few clients on board who are interested in this, where we develop content for other education companies or other companies.
Your board games are made for a very specific age, and it's a very niche product.
Yeah.
So I want to understand, how do you get customers? Do they relate to the idea which it's trying to translate? And do they reorder?
Actually, our products are from ages 2 to 9, which is a great age group if you look at it, because 2 to 9 is the age group where the child has a shorter attention span. They need to be engaged constantly, and school hours are not that long. So at pre-primary, the school hours are short. The parent has to be very involved, very hands-on. Basically, it's a great age group for us, because parents at that time are looking constantly for different kind of products and content to engage the child. And if it has a learning sort of added advantage to it, parents are all the more excited about it, especially if it's a relevant topic like sustainability that even schools are talking about. Parents are very excited to have a play-based tool that allows them to talk about these concepts.
I want to understand a little bit about the marketing strategy that you have in your business, because it's a very niche product. How are you marketing?
So we're actually very lucky in our timing, because I think at least in Maharashtra and a lot of other parts of the country as well, last year and the year before that saw a lot of policy change around the environment. There were a lot of conversations around that. There was a lot of digital content that was created, not just in India, but globally around this. Right. So everyone was talking about it. And then, of course, we had the Maharashtra plastic ban. We had EPR regulations for the producers and manufacturers. So people were a lot more open to it when we launched. So even though technically it's a niche product, I don't think people see that as a niche product anymore, because like I said, all schools are sort of talking about it. They want to talk about it right now. So it was a great timing for us to enter into the market actually.
Absolutely.
So for us, marketing, we mainly market to schools right now, because we've had the products and the programs. So we market it to schools, we market it to individuals in retail, mainly online and digitally. This is basically what we've done in marketing so far. And we do lots of events that we try and do, where people can come in, experience the product, experience what the content is all about, and then we can do longer term programs for them.
Reports suggest by 2025, technology-based learning is going to be the norm. So do you plan to integrate technology in your business?
Definitely. I mean, I don't think there's a way around. We can't be a completely a company that does not use any kind of technology. We will eventually have digital tools and resources online that parents and teachers can access from anywhere in the world. Sure. And that's actually in the pipeline within this year itself, where we'll start to sort of dabble into it. But I also feel in the space that we are in early education, parents are becoming very mindful of how addicted you can be to technology.
Absolutely.
Especially with the dangers of you are not able to monitor the content. You know, you see the blue whale challenge that's happened in like pre-teens and teens. So parents are a lot more conscious now of how much tech time and gadget time they allow their child, and also what the child is watching during that time. So in fact, parents like this, sort of balance of having something that children can do that is not tech related. And you see a lot of even millennials and adults coming back into the board gaming sort of mindset, where lots of people in their early 20s are looking to go out and sort of spend time with friends, at a coffee shop playing board games. That's why you see in Bombay suddenly so many board game cafes have come up. And I think lastly, nature, when you talk about sustainability or environment, is something that you need to sort of touch and feel, and it has to be very hands-on. It can't be, you can't learn about growing a plant just through technology, right? So I feel like that sort of balance and you know, elements of non-tech will always be a part of our business. Yeah. But of course, we will have to integrate tech in the long term.
I want to talk a little bit about your business. You are a bootstrapped company, and I want to understand what are your plans of raising funding.
So bootstrapping for us was a very conscious decision because I really believe that a lot of startups today have started to, you know, their end game is to get acquired or to get, you know, a large amount of funding. So we were very sure that that was not a path that we wanted to take. Also because we have, you know, we are a social enterprise and we have that environmental message at our very core. And so whatever investor we bring on board, we want to make sure that it's patient money, it's strategic money, it's not just money for the sake of money. Yeah. It's someone who can open doors and is very bought in to the cause that we are supporting and that we want to grow the business around. Right. So we want to be very careful about who we bring on board. We've been offered money, to be honest, in the last 8 to 10 months. We've said no. We've been a little bit mindful about what we take on board. Also, we have access to a lot of grant funding. So we will actually received a seed grant just a couple of months ago. Sure. And we will continue to try and look for grant money. But we do have plans of raising an angel round within the next 6 to 8 months. So after a period of about 6 months is when I feel like we'll be in a position to want to raise money internally.
What are your plans of moving from online to retail?
So like I said, we did have certain challenges with retail. We in fact started talking about retail from day one. But most of the retailers, you know, they have very realistic on-ground challenges about not having a product wrapped in plastic, which we understand. But we don't want to use plastic. So right now we're actually in the process of trying and figuring out a different kind of packaging that could work in retail, that could solve their problems, but still not use plastic. So we're seeing where that goes. But in the meantime, we're looking more at digital in a big way because I also feel the market is moving towards that. There's tons of, I mean, you see a lot of stores sort of shutting down and moving online, or even if they have physical stores, they're more for an experience, but most of their sales happen online. Right. So we know that online is going to be a high growth segment anyway. And with two parents working, which is a big trend that we're seeing, the parents don't have time to go out and shop. Absolutely. So they do, we are making it very easy and accessible. It's not just through e-commerce, we're trying to do sales through WhatsApp, sales through Facebook. So there's lots of channels available now. Yeah. So everywhere where like a mother could potentially or a father could potentially be engaged is where we're trying to reach them.
Amishi, you've been very closely related to upcycling. Yes. You've been doing upcycling for a very, very long time now. What's next in the pipeline?
Sure. So I think upcycling is just one of the things that we do now. We want to be on the broader topic of sustainability. Right. So there's some very exciting things that we're looking at. We're looking at circular economy, for example, which is a huge topic now. The largest companies of the world are now looking at circular economy within their organizations, things like that. So we want to look at the broader topic of sustainability because I feel like everything is interlinked.
Thank you so much, Amishi, for talking to us.
Thank you so much, Sreya, for having us again.
Alright, that's our show tonight. If you have any feedback for us, here's how you let us know. leadersoftomorrowtimesgroup.com is our email ID. Get in touch with us also on social media. Tweet at me personally at Sunanda_J or LOT_ET Now, which is our official Twitter handle. Get in touch with us on Facebook, Leaders of Tomorrow on ET Now. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.